Welcome to Culinary Classroom. I'm Chef Carrie Leonard. We're here at Johnson Wales University and we're in the Classical French Lab. Today we're going to be making something that's absolutely essential to classical cuisine. It's called the brown stock. What we're going to do is we're going to brown bones and we're going to make the most delicious stock that you can use for so many other dishes. So we're going to make it classically today. I have in my oven some veal bones that I have browned. Let me show you what we got going on here. You can go to your butcher and ask for veal bones. They're pretty cheap. Take a look at that. These guys have been browning for a while. I just basted them with a little bit of oil to get them started, and now I'm going to baste with tomato paste, and this is going to bring some acid into our sauce. So I'm just going to get this on, and I'm just going to spread it, and we're going to brown this sauce a little bit. We're actually just going to cook some of the acid out of it. It's going to give a nice rich flavor to our stock later. Also kind of intensifies the brown color a little bit. And I'm going to let them stay at that 425 for about 20 minutes. Just make sure not to burn the tomato paste. If you start to smell it, turn your temperature down. All right, super hot. I've got my braising pan. I'm putting that up on my stove. Now I'm going to move to the next step of making this stock. And I want to take my brown bones and I'm going to put them in this empty stock pot with my leeks and some cold water into my stock pot. Now this is my braising pot and this is my stock pot. So I have finished searing and browning my veal bones. And I am going to add fresh leeks to this. And these I've cleaned. They're milder than a regular onion, and they're going to give a little bit of a mild flavor in here with this. And then I'm just going to cover all this with cold water. This is the beginning of my stock right here. And I'm ready to put this on a back burner for a few minutes while I get the rest of the mirepoix ready. All right, now I have my braising pot over the heat, and I've got all this good stuff in the bottom. This is called fond, F-O-N-D. This is the good stuff that I want. And I'm actually going to saute the mirepoix. Remember that's from the other day? Mirepoix, carrots, onion, and celery. There's a little bit of fat in the bottom from the veal and also the olive oil that I used earlier. And I want to scrape all these good bits off. I'm just going to keep moving this around. Look at those good bits. That's where all that good flavor is coming from. And then I'm going to go ahead and let these just roast down and get a lot of good caramelized flavor. And then I'll be adding them back to the stock in just a minute. So about 20 minutes have gone by. I've been roasting this mirepoix, and look at all this good stuff on the bottom of the pan. That is what I want to get all up in here. I've scraped this a bit. I'm going to scrape it again in just a minute. Let me go ahead and get that into my stock. Now remember, in here I've got my bones. I had cold water, and now I've got my mirepoix going in here. All right, now we're ready to deglaze this pan. Just need a little bit of water. Just want to get all the good parts out. Don't miss it. Don't miss all this good stuff. All right, now we're ready for our bouquet garni. Do you remember this from a few episodes ago? I have my cheesecloth, my herbs. I'm ready to put some flavoring into my stock pot. I just put them all in the middle, and then I'm going to tie them up into a neat little package and leave them in there. Got a little parsley, a little thyme, a couple bay leaves, and I've got some whole black peppercorns. I'm just going to tie this up, and that way when I strain it, it's really easy to get everything out. Now I made my little mirepoix. We're going to leave that alone for about 5 hours, just simmering very slowly. You don't want it to boil. You want it to be just a bare simmer. Leave it alone, and then we're going to come back and strain that in a few hours, and we're going to have the best stock ever. And here is that flavorful brown stock that we've been making. This is the bones and the roasted vegetables and the tomato paste and the bouquet garni and the mirepoix, all the good things that you have in a stock. And we're done. You're gonna need this though for next week. So your homework is to make a stock. You can make a chicken stock, you can make a beef stock. Just look in your recipe book, I'm sure you can find something. And you'll be ready for when we make mother sauces on the next episode. I'm Chef Carrie Leonard. This has been Culinary Classroom.